Today on our show, man, we have our very first guests ever.
I don't know what to do with this, man. This place is getting crowded.
All right, stick around. It's about to start.
gonna be
Batman
awesome.
on Batman with guests.
What?
Welcome to Batman on Batman, man. I'm Kevin Smith.
Marc Bernardin.
We never do this, but
No.
this is going to be strange but fun.
I know.
This, who knows? You begin this sort of thing, it might continue on and on and on. Normally, we talk to each other. Nobody ever wants to talk to us. Today, we got people to talk to, man.
We have new friends.
And the good news is it isn't like local comic enthusiast Timmy Johnson. We actually got some fucking legit people in this place. It's kind of nuts. Take it away. I'll let you intro.
Yeah, all right. We have should we go to the four?
No,
No.
You got to surprise. You got to build up and shit.
All right. One of these guys is very tall. The other one is also tall. They are both actors. They were both on a show once that everybody loves that went away too soon.
This is fucking hack. Listen to this shit. One of these guys' home is his castle. And the other guy is so fucking big, he's got 2 dicks.
Woo!
You
All
didn't
right.
know that before. Give it up for him, ladies and
Alan
gentlemen.
Tudyk.
Yes.
Nathan Fillion.
On
Thank
the
you
show!
very
Holy
much.
fucking shit!
That just happened.
Look at this!
We did a thing.
Get tall. Look at
Yes,
that.
there we go.
Oh.
My quads are just completely jacked now.
I think most people were just like, wow, he looks taller on screen. And there it is.
He stands on a box for TV.
These guys, obviously, very, very busy and very, very famous. So we're going to try to get them back to their real lives. But they came here to talk about this thing they're working on called Con Men?
Con men.
Or Con Man?
Con man.
Singular?
Con man.
Just the one.
Well, it's
Was
con.
men taken? Plural was too tough?
Well, it mainly focuses on one man.
So it's all about you?
It is.
Fucking A.
Well, it's not like the $6 million man,
There we go.
right? Like $6 million man.
That's true. Good
Right.
point. One guy, one
Don't
journey.
fucking pluralize if you don't have to.
Fair enough. I'm not telling them what to do. They
All
obviously
right, no,
don't
it's
want.
all good.
Nathan's character is too famous to really be a con man. He doesn't go to as many cons as Ray Nearly does. He plays Jack Moore, who, after a space show is canceled way too soon, he ends up his career. Ray Nearly just bottoms out, and then
Where do you get an idea like this?
came to me one night. But he doesn't like cons. That's the difference. Is that Nearly resents his life, and you're like Matt Damon famous in this thing, whereas right now you're just like Ben Affleck. Which is sad to see.
You're a Martian away from
Yeah.
fucking being your true possibility. So wait, take me back. Where did it began? Crowdsource financing? Mm-hmm. You were one of those people that whenever I'm like, oh my God, they raised a lot of money. That was you guys?
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, before that, we actually went to some people, asked them for some money, and said, we'd like to do something, let's produce something. And the deals were not the greatest. They were kind of sour. And at the end of the day, wrested control from our hands. And we were kind of concerned about that, being that people don't really understand the world so much. If they're not in it and they're not involved, they use nerd as a derogatory term. You know those crazy weird people, and they're talking to us, and that's our bread and butter, and we love it. I'm a nerd. I like the comic books and the cartoons, man.
Because you're in real life, you two are fucking passing. So they can sit there and be like, these fucking nerds, right? And you're like, yeah, nerds.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah, in meetings.
Yeah.
Those weird
Yeah.
convention nerd.
They would talk
freaks.
down on those people.
And
I
this
am
meeting's
that.
over.
Like, I am those people.
So they weren't coughing up the money, and you guys were like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
We were concerned about handing over control to someone who didn't understand it or respect it.
Right,
So we said, what if we did this on our own? Was it PJ or was it you who said that?
PJ first said it, and I said no. And then I said yes.
Who's PJ?
PJ Harsma is our other producer, and
Yes.
did a lot of the nose to the grindstone style working while Alan was busying himself with the creative stuff.
Yeah.
The day to day though, that was all.
You had a
PJ.
partner, your battery, the person without whom you can't jump on set, the
Yeah.
enabler.
Absolutely.
He's not as good looking.
Absolutely.
The only reason he's not here is today is he's just not that handsome.
Right.
That's right. Fucking, that's a hell of a panel right here.
Like, how did I get into this? Like,
I don't
if this
know,
studio
me
goes
too.
on fire, it's going to be like 3 famous people died. Here are their names and a black guy.
2 famous people, the black guy and the other guy.
Unnamed black
You're
guy.
good. You're good. All right. So wait a second. You let's do your bona fides before we talk about the moment you jump into crowdsource financing. Aside from your many acting credits, just in geek world, for those who are, I'm unfamiliar. Tell them what you guys have done in the geek space.
My first foray into the geek world was an Outer Limits episode.
Really?
Shut up.
Yeah, I did an episode of the Outer Limits. And I remember they give you a nice trailer. They go, "This is the lead trailer. Anybody who gets a lead on the show, this is the trailer they get." And they said, Carrie Elways just used this last week. I was like,
The Dread
I
Pirate
made
Roberts.
it.
Were you immediately like sniffing the couch?
I was
and
totally in there.
showering in the
Going,
shower.
he probably touched this chair right here. So that was my
You
first.
mean Cassian Elways' brother? That Carrie Elways?
That's the one. And then when I finally met Alan for the second time. We have some history before that, but I
Right.
finally met him for real, and we got.
It was real the first time. It was real for me.
Here's the setting: burrito restaurant on the Upper West Side. I said black beans.
And I said, okay then. Waiter.
We knew
Harry's
each other
Burritos.
Way back in the mid '90s, that was actually happening. And then, but cut forward to like 2002, we met on we did Firefly. Firefly.
Is that where you guys first met?
That's where
I mean,
we-
there's
yes,
your
you know,
fucking
started
big
hanging
old
out.
geek bona fides there.
Yeah.
So you've worked with Whedon, and that means like if in the kingdom of heaven you will be welcomed as one of the two of the apostles at that point.
Let's do that.
Right?
Cool.
Joss Whedon's Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm ready for that. Everyone's pithy and shit like that.
Let's line up
Loaves
the
and
table.
fishes.
Who's
I'm
at the
full.
table?
All right. So, but aside from Firefly, you guys have voiced cartoons, like
Right.
DC fucking characters.
Right.
Who have you done separately, together? I know you did.
I did Green Lantern.
Green Lantern at one
I
point.
did a number of Green Lantern.
Did you do Superman?
I did Green Arrow a couple of times, then I was Superman.
Yeah.
You got to do Superman as well?
I know.
And
yeah.
a dickish.
What was that like?
A dickish Superman.
Yeah.
Which one? Which one? Super Dick?
Doom?
This last one that came.
The one who's like, I'm not going to fly around backwards because that wouldn't turn time backwards.
I
He
might
was
save the
younger.
city.
He was younger, so he wasn't quite. He didn't have a maturity to him.
Which one was it? Do you remember?
I'm
I'm not going to put you
It
on the
wasn't
spot.
Doom.
I remember it was good. There's a lot of them.
They really should send them
pretty-
to you
yeah.
when they come out.
There was
a
a
booth.
I get them all the time. Really? Yeah, it's nice of them. They're really
Be
sweet
getting
to me.
hung up at my business
We
manager's
got
office.
DVDs. Didn't they send us a DVD recently that said straight out of Fat Man on Batman on it?
It was, yeah, like Universal Home Video sent us a custom done case for Straight Outta Compton, but instead of Compton, it said Fat Man on Batman.
Nice.
I was so fucking proud of myself. I texted it to my mom. I was like, look, Mom,
He did. It was all over Twitter
I was
and
near
Instagram.
Compton.
It's the name of our show. It's crazy. All right,
And
so
no, wait, hold on. He was also Vigilante.
I was.
did you really
Justice
voice
League.
Vigilante?
Yeah, I was Vigilante way back when. Thanks for remembering that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So wait, but they
And
didn't
Steve
do.
Trevor. I did Steve Trevor. I was
In the Wonder
I
Woman
was
movie.
Wonder Woman's girlfriend. Boyfriend.
No, that's about right.
I'll do.
Strike that, reverse it.
Wait,
Wonder
go back.
Woman
So
was
now,
your
what was the one
girlfriend, that's how it
before Steve Trevor?
Vigilante.
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 Justice League Unlimited.
But they didn't do like they let him live, right? Vigilante at the end of the fucking comic.
Well, no, not that Vigilante, the Western Vigilante.
Oh, okay. That'd be
Yeah,
dark
the
to
cowboy
throw into a
hat, the thing,
cartoon
and the
and shit
space
like
shooters. Motorcycle. Yeah. They would just pillage Joss Whedon stuff. They would say, let's go to Angel now and take that one, and put them into the Justice League Unlimited.
that. It feels like the folks
Oh,
who worked on the show were big fans of Buffy, Firefly, stuff like that.
You know what? When someone has already gone out to find really great talent, it kind of does your job for you. Well, then all you have to do is go to that show, and it's perfect. It's
They
great.
should give them
and
a
by
casting
the way, all
credit.
the intermingling fandoms coming together, it's so satisfying. For me as a fan, too, I love it.
Which brings us back to Con Man. So you
Yes.
guys are sitting there going, "We got no fucking loot. Nobody's seeing it. We don't want to give the loot. We don't want to give control over. They're gonna fucking ruin it." You decide to do it yourselves.
Right.
Why crowdsource financing?
Because we knew the fans. It wouldn't be asking, a group of nobodies or people that were just guessing are out there. We've been going to conventions for years and have physically met people all for a decade at that point, even more. And so we went out to the fans, knowing there's also Spectrum within Conman, which is the show that got canceled in Conman. So it would be our Firefly in Conman as Spectrum.
Right.
And it gave us an opportunity. You saw a little bit in that clip of I'm flying a spaceship and he's captaining the spaceship. So it was a quick opportunity for us to get back in those positions again. And we thought fans would like to see that. And then it's also a comedy. Right. And it's a comedy about that world of cons. So if people like cons, they might want to see this. And they did. We raised over $1 million in the first day, and
What was that like, dude? Like, you launch a Kickstarter or an Indiegogo or a Crowdsourcing or something like that, and you're like, well, we got a number we hope we hit. What happens when you hit $1 million and you're like, oh my God, I should have done this when I was fucking 15. Just ask people for money. Like, this is crazy.
Also called homeless.
Yeah, there's that.
I'm just saying.
Like, you guys must
Don't
have
do
been
that
over
at
the
15.
moon. Like, oh my God, we're fucking set. Like, what was your target? What number were you trying to get to?
Well, we didn't want to ask people, hey, we want to do 10 episodes. We said we want to show you this. And it was really important for us to get at least one episode out.
Right.
So we put in our own money just to make sure we could at least do one. And then if people wanted to see it, we put it on that crowdfunding. As much as they wanted to see, we had push goals.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just say how Canadian adorable it is that you were like, you took it down a notch to be like, we put in our own money. We're in Hollywood. That's the thing. We're like, we put in our own money. But you're like, we did.
I was terrified. I get terrified about things like this. Like, if it doesn't work, like, I'll be heartbroken. So let's make sure it at least works on
You
some
gotta love
level.
it, because at the end of the day, if it's like, if it never happens beyond this,
It's a
we got
relief.
something that we
Yes.
sit around and watch, and we fucking love, and we did it. And that
We got to work together
vision.
again. Alan is the kind of guy, forgive me, just pretend you're not here, where he says, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to learn to play guitar and write a couple songs.
Oh, he's one of those.
2
people.
weeks later, he's done it because he takes guitar lessons from 3 different guys and starts writing stuff and starts doing stuff. Okay, you're back. Same thing with Con Man. He said, I've been thinking about this. He was kicking it around for years. He said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And he sat down and he did it to fruition, to the whole thing. It was amazing.
Which begs the question, like, how do you hang out with an irritating overachiever like that? Someone who has a vision and executes and/or elevates it.
Funny you should say that.
There's a lovely balance there because Alan is first of all very, very modest. But if there's a banana peel in life, Alan's the guy who steps on it. So it really levels the playing field. It really does. It's nice.
It does. It helps writing, though, too, when you write a guy who steps on every banana peel. I've stepped on a few, so I know where they all are. And
You gotta be smart enough to, like, you see a guy sliding on a banana peel, you jump on his back, because that's a free ride. All the
That's
way.
me.
And you just made a... You just...
All right, so you guys did, you shot the one?
Well, first, so we went, so we were just going to get one. They were 10-minute episodes that actually worked in half-hour format. So it was 3 would make one storyline, a half hour, and then there were 3, 3, 3, and 3. And we blew past those. And then we wanted to do a comic book about Spectrum, the show within the show. We actually want to do a novel, but the novel starts after they leave Earth, and we figured a comic book would be a great way to get them off Earth and then put them in space with the novel.
It's also for the audience. Like, you know, they're like, hey, you're like, here's a book. They're like, come on, man, reading? You're like, here's a comic book. Like, fucking A. Let's back it and board it.
Yeah. So we did the comic. We said, all right, if you guys want to keep supporting this comic book, that got funded. The novel got funded. And then we have a video game that we wanted to do also that we had just been kicking around. Like, wouldn't it be great to have a con video game where you set up your own con and you get to bring in your own celebrities and you're trying to build your con?
Farmville for cons?
Yeah, it's got like a sim
so
element
rich.
to it.
It's quite brilliant.
Yeah.
And you can battle.
The
It comes out.
I'm the guy who goes, you want to make a game? Good luck. And then I look and I go, wow.
That's
made a
fun.
game.
That is actually fun. I would play that fucking game on the shitter.
Cool.
Like, I'm bringing Marc Millar.
It's going to be free. It'll be out on, for all your whatever they're called.
Smartphones?
Yeah, but,
Web devices?
but there's a way. Yeah, there's
devices?
something to call
Web-enabled
them.
devices?
Web-enabled devices. At Comic-Con, we hope to, or sometime, we'll say coming soon. But we've been doing it since Con-Man finished shooting. Like, our day of wrap the next, or anyway, we went.
Did
up
you
to
direct?
Canada. Yeah.
So you wrote, directed, and acted.
Yeah.
So you've been acting your whole life.
Right.
And you sit there and you've sat behind a number of fucking directors, and some you're like, that's great, and some you're like, Jesus Christ, I wish I was in charge.
Yeah.
You finally step up and do it. How does
Yes.
it feel? Like, can you go backwards now? Like, wouldn't
Absolutely.
you all?
God, absolutely.
Really?
I just did a movie and.
Listen to him, he's trying to get cast. He's like, fuck yeah, I'll work.
No, it's so much easier. I'm like, acting's the best gig of them all, as far as if you want to be, just work.
Right.
Because
But
you-
it requires talent. Like, that's the thing.
No.
Like, you guys can step into roles because you got talent and stuff like that. But for some people, it's like you have to write and direct and edit yourself. Otherwise, you're not getting put in shit and whatnot. But you took the jump, man, like to the other side. Did it make you want to do it more or less?
I think doing a Con-Man season 2, it'll be hard to go backwards. But on this movie that I just did, I was so calm when things were going wrong. You're like, there's a good reason for this. I'm pretty sure. There was never. You're like, they're trying their best, guys. Come on. We're up against it right now, because you can't. When it all gets in your head, like you see all these crises converging, and you can't stop. You have to just keep going forward. This is not a problem, as we kept saying. This is not a problem. You just lost your actress the day before. That's not a problem.
Right.
How many actresses do we need? No, we know a lot. It was
That's
not
true.
a problem.
Like, you guys have an endless well of people you can pull from.
Yeah.
You've worked with, both of you have worked with so many people together and separately.
That was a great thing too. We totally planned on calling in favors, saying, "Hey, we're doing this thing. We really want you." And we thought it would be a little bit like pulling teeth. Come do our little show.
Right.
And turns out we were running out of roles to put people in. People were interested in calling us. And
Who did you get? Tell everybody who's in it besides you guys.
Okay. Wow. So who else is in it?
Trisha Helfer,
Trisha Helfer.
Michael Trucco,
Yes.
Alison Haslett,
Felicia Day.
Joss Whedon,
Okay, Henry Rollins is in it, man.
Summer Glau.
I got to direct Henry Rollins. Henry Rollins tied me to a chair and threatened me with a cake server. It was pretty good.
Nice.
We couldn't find any of
We
the
got
knives.
Summer Glau, Gina Torres, Sean Marr, a lot of the Firefly people.
Jewel Stay
Jewel
came
Stay
in.
is it?
Sean Astin.
Sean
Yeah,
Astin,
Sean Astin,
yes.
Trout.
Will Wheaton.
Seth Green.
Seth Green.
So everybody loves.
And what did you do? Did you shoot at cons to make it convenient, or did you?
No.
No.
We did some. Just
Like
just
B unit
yeah,
at
B
cons
unit.
and stuff. So you had to set up your own con.
Yeah. So that was, and to make it look right and not just kind of go, just have this many things.
Not like when
which you can
Entourage
tell.
does Comic-Con. You're like, that's not
I'll
Comic-Con.
beat
Yeah.
that. Not when Chasing Amy did a Comic Con. It was like fucking 4 feet by 4 feet and stuff. The Entourage one, I was like, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Well, they got the signage. That's all they got.
Pretty much.
Sign, you need things hanging up on the, we had some floating rabbits from Everybody Loves Fine. That's what it's called. Everyone Loves Fine. They sell our T-shirts. I should know this. They're very cool.
It's
Brought
good
to you
that you
by
bring him
Everybody
along. He
Blank
seems to
Fine.
have all the information. He's your pensive. Anything
Yeah.
you can't remember,
We
pulls
love-
it and puts him there.
We love Fine.
That's
I
a
don't know
Harry
about
Potter
everybody.
reference.
We
Just
love
so you know, it's a Harry Potter reference. Just keep going. It's
I
cool.
know that. I know that. I know that.
So is there a season 2 coming? Hopefully. Fingers crossedly.
Hopefully, we are planning on it right now. It would be great because the comic book comes out on Free Comic Book Day, and then
When is Free Comic Book Day this year?
May 7th.
Right on. So
First-
is the book done? You've seen it all, or is it
I've seen, the first one.
is all finished?
It's incredible
so great.
art too.
Fun. Hey, you guys never did a comic book. before.
Incredible art.
So you've been looking at them your whole life, and actually, this is one you're kind of responsible for.
He's on the cover. He looks great. You look good on it, man.
Thank you.
You
yeah.
did. You
Well,
got into.
I
Some
like
really,
anything that looks like me, only more handsome.
a little younger. Yeah. Wait till you see me. It's a lie.
If you could control, like in the flick, we see in the trailer a fucking huge tiled cock.
Yeah.
There's a nude scene that you do, and so they tiled you out, and it looked like you're fucking dangling and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So in the comics, it
Yeah.
must be even bigger because there are no special effects budgets on the
World's
comic.
your oyster there.
It's like you turn the page and then you've just got to keep turning. Now we're done with that one.
Centerfold.
50-page special edition.
It just keeps going.
All right, we can't let you out of here though without talking about Firefly. Both of us, both of you, give us my favorite. You must have a fucking 46 at your disposal to throw like knives.
My most recent favorite moment.
Yeah.
I rewatched it. Rewatched them. It's Objects in Space when we're boarded from a
Jubal Early.
Yeah, Jubal Early comes on board, and there's a moment like he comes on board in the middle of space. Like they didn't land anywhere, so there's no way this guy came on the ship, and he's sneaking around the ship, and Captain Mal comes around the corner, and he comes around the other corner, and they just happen to hit face to face, and there's this moment of, what are you? And then you just start fighting. It's just a second of, wah, 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 wah. It was so cool, but you did get your ass kicked.
Oh yeah, constantly.
Which
On
Early
that
and
show.
often.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Nagamura's really good at getting beaten up. There was a moment, it's not so much in an episode, but there was an episode where we're transporting a bunch of cows and steaks were of short supply. And at the end of the episode, we're all sitting around a big table and we're enjoying steak. That day, filming that scene was in the morning, and that was the one right before lunch. So they called lunch, and we're all sitting around a table with steaks in front of us. So some people got up and went out for lunch. The camera crew, a couple of us stayed. in costume on the ship and ate lunch, this space lunch. Splunch.
Yeah.
And it felt it felt good. It was moments like that that made that set, that little area, feel like a home. It had rocking chairs. It had cushy old crappy furniture you'd find at a flea market. Just kind of found bits, and it felt very homey.
Where'd you guys shoot? Vancouver?
No, we shot that right at 20th Century Fox.
Here?
Actually,
That was shot down in the States?
was it stage 12? I want to say stage 12. For some reason,
I was
12
going to
comes
say
to my mind.
3. I don't know, when you're passing by 20th Century Fox on Pico,
Yeah.
it's the first one right there
On
against
your
the
left
road.
as you're going east. But
Yep.
I went to a party there recently. There was a party, a big party,
In that
in that
soundstage?
soundstage. And I said, "Where? I've been here before. I had a spaceship right here.
Wow.
There was a bit right where that bar is was a big old turbine, and the other one was over there. It was I was
So like
standing on my
Fillion's
space-
drunk. Drunk.
Never been out of it.
That's
Yeah.
more than booze.
Yeah, nobody cares as much as I did.
How often do all you guys get together?
It's hard for us all to get together. Jewel lives in Vancouver. I see people individually. Summer just came and did an episode of Castle.
She had a
Adam did
comment.
one recently.
Oh, all right.
You're coming to do one. So I see people at work. Gina's done one.
Moraina's out in New York.
Raina's in New York. I haven't
Doing
seen her
Gotham.
in a little while.
Gothaming.
Yeah, she
I
was
saw her at
Homeland
Comic
and
Con.
then
I saw her at
Gotham.
Comic Con.
She's Deadpooling.
She's
good.
Deadpool?
She's in Deadpool.
She's Lady in Deadpool?
And she's in Deadpool.
I thought
Yeah.
that lady looked familiar.
Yeah.
The trailers look so good.
Yeah, that trailer looks fantastic.
That-
Did you guys see the Suicide Squad trailer?
Not
What'd you
yet.
think? You haven't seen it? What'd you think?
It looks fantastic.
Oh, what an expert at this you are.
I don't envy Jay Leno.
The con man himself.
Trying to recreate the Joker character. I don't envy anybody who has to do that. So
It's not-
reimagine
Think
it.
about it, man. Like, there was a time where Heath Ledger had to reimagine Jack Nicholson's Joker, and we were all like, impossible. The guy from fucking Brokeback, and now no one ever mentions Jack Nicholson's Joker. It's all about
True
how
enough.
we're going to get over Heath. So maybe Leto's got like a fucking rabbit in his back pocket.
I certainly hope so. I'm very interested to see what he does. And I don't envy that position at all.
Right? Yeah. Nobody was asking us to play the Joker, though.
They asked me.
Did they really?
Yeah, totally did.
Fucking, could you imagine?
Black
That'd be
Joker?
So fucking huge. Black
Bloker.
Joker. I feel like that changes the character entirely. Game has changed. The show is called Con Man.
Yes.
When can they see it?
They can see
Now?
it right now on Vimeo. And if you want to check out the show within the show, Spectrum, then Free Comic Book Day, Spectrum comes out. You can get a taste. And then, yeah.
The regular series comes out after that.
The regular series comes out after that.
Helpful information from off camera.
What regular? Oh, the regular series of the comic comes out after that. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's the first
Yeah,
one. That's
they
the first
don't
one
just do
introduced.
one.
No,
They
no,
keep
no.
it
We're
going.
doing we're doing 4.
And it's beautiful.
yeah.
It's
good-looking book.
beautiful. Oh my God, the girl they got to do the art, incredible.
Yeah.
You have to fucking go with them everywhere, man. You're the hype man. You're like Flavor Flav. It's
Oh, yeah.
beautiful. You need a clock. We said clock.
Right.
With an X.
We got a trailer to show.
Do we?
Yes.
Fucking A.
I believe it. All
And
right.
now, don't talk over, because there was discussion before the show about, should we talk over it? Let it be, man. Let it breathe.
All right. So this is a trailer, and then
Set it up.
and
for
then
him. Go
so
to
there's-
give him a fucking 2-shot.
Okay.
Look into this camera and set it up.
This camera?
Yeah.
Yep. So what you're first gonna see is a lot of breath, a lot of hot breath. First, you're gonna see the trailer for Con Man, and then I think right after that, you're gonna see a little scene where Nathan and I are on our spaceship, and that's it. Won't okay? Yeah, okay. Just watch it. Watch it.
Here we go, man. Check it out.
Science fiction is supposed to be about the future. Why are the fans so obsessed with the past?
Are you Ray Nearly?
They think that you're a spaceship pilot. Better than reality.
Damn.
Come see the freak of nature, the oddity of Mr. Nearly.
Can you make it out to Kevin?
Okay. Leslie Jordan?
I've never seen you at one of these things.
I've been hired to play a mad scientist, but I think I'm gonna play him a little bit more like a fuss budget.
Last but not least,
I have been in films, plays, circuses, and snuff films.
Did you say snuff films?
Yes, we botched the ending, though.
Andy Serkis and I are very, very different per cap actors, you see. Oh, look at me, I'm Andy Serkis. Give me an Oscar. What's next, Curious George?
Is there a Japanese guy juggling knives back there?
He smashed on Saki, so am I. You should be too.
I've been practicing my impression of you.
We're gonna lose it.
I've got this.
I hate science fiction fans. Trophies and awards are the only sense of self-worth that I have. My head is stuck so far up my own ass. That's here! I love you.
Oh, man, excellent. So where's this? And there's a scene after as well.
Oh, there was that one where I was naked. I don't know if we have that.
You guys
You wanna
have
see
it?
that
I
naked?
wanna
That
see
was
that,
us.
yeah.
That was It's like a dream sequence that's happening with us.
You ever
in
want to
space.
see Tiled Dick? You ever want to see Tiled Tudyk? We're gonna see it.
Yeah, let's check that out. The tiles on the dick tiles. There it is.
I'm so cold. Why am I so cold? I'm naked. What the hell is wrong with my dick? It's all blurry. No. Wait. No. No, 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 no. No.
Brenda.
I'm Dr. Chihuahua, astrobiologist on the spaceship Spectrum. Duh. Jack's not even that good. I should have been the famous one.
You look great.
Hawaiian shirt? Come on.
Nathan, you were amazing in that scene. Can I just
know,
say?
right?
So good, I couldn't. That's how stealth you were in that performance.
Fantastic standing.
Look, I applaud anybody that puts digital cum in anything.
Thank you.
That joke was good, dude. That's a good joke right there. I was sitting there going, fuck, why didn't I do that? That's fucking funny shit, man. All right, so they can see it on Vimeo.
Yes.
Do season 2. Like, make sure you do it. I know it's like a pain in the dick and whatnot, and it always seems like an easier thing. You're like, I want to fucking do this, and then in the middle of it, you're like,
Yeah.
But it's worth it. Like, oh my God, look at it. You're in charge. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you spend most of your time somebody being like, go do this, and you're like, okay, this is the one time you're like, go do this, and you're saying, okay, to yourself, do more of it.
Thanks,
your
man. Thank
career, fucking,
You.
you need help. You need help with your career. Keep doing what you do, man.
Thank you very much.
Representing fucking Canada well. We were talking before the show about he's from go to Four Shot. He's from fucking Alberta, man. So he was there during the Gretzky years. Tell him.
I remember one time, there's a little park, Hazel Dean, right across the street, Black Hawk Pizza. Wayne Gretzky walked in and we waved. Wayne Gretzky! And he turned around, I'll never forget this, and he went, hey! Right there.
Look at that. The feels. We end this
That's what
episode
I didn't know. Yeah, great.
with the Gretzky feels. That was,
Right there, a piece of pizza stuck right here.
is that what it was? Oh my God. Thought it was tender emotion.
That's true. Yeah,
For a
don't listen to
Canadian
this guy.
hero.
Texan.
Alan Tudyk, Nathan Fillion, thank you for being our first fucking guests ever.
Hey!
Look at
Hey!
that. Hey, you popped that cherry, so to
Yeah.
speak. That was awkward.
You should have blurred the cherry.
And then gone like this. Yeah. Thanks for being here, man. For Fat Man on Batman, I've been Kevin Smith.
Marc Bernardin.
And you've been?
Alan Tudyk.
And Nathan Fillion.
Look at that. Class. Fucking class. Man.
Bring
We
it
got
in
some of
hot.
that weeding class on this show now. That's what we're talking about. Join us next week,
It's
right
only
here.
downhill after that.
Yeah, fucking. This is
Been a good show.
Gets, kid.
Been a good show.
Look at this. This is us dropping the mic because
And behind him.
come back anytime. We won't be here. Same fat time, same fat channel, which is
YouTube.com/Kevin Smith.
Hey man, it's me, Kevin Smith. Thanks for watching. Do me a favor, click that thing below that says subscribe. Every time you click that, you save a baby kitten from murder.